Hey, what's up? This is going to be a comic book introduction of PITT, published by, let me get that, there we go, Image Comics. And as you can see, this is actually the first issue. Now, as you guys know, I always like to show people credentials, they gotta get their credits. So, there you go. These are the folks that worked on this. And also more info, as well as a copyright. And there's actually more. It's more towards the back of the comic. I'm gonna do a quick look. See. Here we are. Which, by the way, this is a cool art view from the side. And yeah, that's PITT right there. Now, for those of you that's unaware of this character, the best way I can describe PITT is think of the Incredible Hulk combined with Lobo, combined with Sabretooth, combined with Ripclaw. Yeah, those four characters is pretty much PITT. The only difference is PITT is more sentient, and there's more to this creature than, you can definitely say he is definitely different from the others, but in terms of look, style, and girth, and what he can do, yeah, those characters pretty much can, is a good amalgamation about this character. Now, the thing about PITT is, obviously, he's not quite human, but he's definitely got a humanoid proportion, and he's fucking huge. Like, here you may see, oh, that's just a close-up of his face. Yeah, you don't understand. This dude is gargantuan. Gonna try to see if I can find a best representation of, oh, here we go. Now, PITT is actually standing still. Look at all those people comparative to him. Now, I know they try to do some back shot, like as you see right through here. It's trying to show like, oh, there's a lot of people behind him. But look at the close-up shot of people. The guy is friggin' huge. And he's not animalistic, but he is definitely, very, very combative and OP in a sense. Now, the thing about, like I said, he's a humanoid creature, but not exactly human. He's basically an assassin from a different plane of world. Let me put it that way. I don't want to make it sound like he's an alien, even though he kind of is an alien. But he has this mental ability where he conversates with the seer. And apparently the seer and PITT has somewhat of a path. Also, there's an introduction to another character, which is a little boy who lived with his grandfather. See, if you've been following the Youngblood comic book, you will be familiar with, some of the situation. And I'm trying to get to it quickly. Here we go. Like, here's the young kid. Now, obviously, this is the first issue, so they're not going to give you everything all at once. They want to keep some things a mystery. But there is a connection between PITT and this boy. If you were to read some of his further issues, or even a trade paperback, you will know how definitely important this kid is towards PITT. And matter of fact, not to really give anything away, but I'm gonna show this picture to sort of give people like an idea. And I just lost it. Give me a sec, and should be about right here. There it is. This is more like a offhand. It's not really detailed, but sort of an idea of the bondmanship or the friend. Pretty much the connection. That's the best way. There's a connection between the two. And Yeah, like I said, if you were to start reading Pitt's other issues, you'll definitely learn more about it. Now, as you can see, obviously they're going to advertise other comics and other prices and things of that nature. It shows so many Image Comic and there are other comic brand that would do stuff like this, where they obviously advertise others. And this comic, as you can see, image info. Now, this was copywritten back in 1993. I've had this that long. I remember, when I walked in the comic shop. No, it wasn't a comic shop. I had ordered it on. Back then, there wasn't really an online store. When you have comics, you could either order them through via the comic shop, like they'll order it for you, or you will literally get like comic book that pretty much like a catalog of other comics, and you actually place your order through there. And I remember when I saw this, I was like, huh, looks interesting. And I definitely like the blood work, so immediately I'm like, it's probably gory, probably violent, probably crazy. Yeah, I'll get it. This did not let me down. It is definitely crazy. But like I said, if you are familiar with Youngblood, there is some sort of a continuity with Youngblood, but not really. But I don't want to stretch up too much. Pitt is a very sentient being that is pretty much instinctual. In other words, if you leave him the fuck alone, you're pretty much non-existent to him. He will ignore you. It's like what let's just say the best way I can describe it is if you see a fucking alligator on the sidewalk and you decide to cross the street or walk around it, like this alligator sees you, but he notices you're not that big of a threat, so guess what? The alligator's gonna leave you the fuck alone. Same thing like Pitt. If you see Pitt, he may notice you, but if you don't do anything or pose any form of threat or harm towards him, he's gonna leave you the fuck alone. But he's no joke. He's like what's the best way? As big as he is, as muscular as he is, he's very fast. The fucker can move. And not only that, it's hard for him to feel pain. It's like he's impervious to pain. He do feel it. He will acknowledge it. He do bleed. It's not like, he don't get hurt. But kind of like the Hulk, it's like it pisses him off, but he don't say it. He just instinctually react to it. And not only that, here, let me give you another, because like I said, I really don't want to give too much away, but this is really, alright, back to this scene. I'm going to be quiet and let you guys sort of soak this in. You know what I mean? Like, look at that. It shows he stood up. That's when the laughter stopped. And look, this is where he got shot. It looked like it just grazed him. Nothing really. But it pissed him off instinctually, where you can see he started growing his claws. And it's like, boom, target initiated. He can see, he's not a robot, but look at those eyes. That definitely tells you exactly who the fuck he is. So, again, that's just pretty much more on this character. He's very instinctual, but he's very sentient as well. And I'm actually going beyond, this first ripping issue about Pitt. But all I can say is, yeah, if you're not familiar with him, definitely check him out, because he's worth your time. And it's nothing biblical, nothing too, exaggerated. It's fun. It's definitely a fun read. if you're the type of person that just want straight up action, like hand-to-hand brawling style action, where it can be just crazy, violent. It can get gory at some panels, but not too much. But it's just enough where you're just like, yeah, yeah, that's the one for me. Yeah, definitely get Pitt. It is a no nonsense, straightforward. There is some, downtime in the later series as you keep reading the issues, but I highly recommend you guys checking this out. Obviously, as you can see, this is the ripping first issue, and there's more about this character, more growth. But I highly recommend you guys check this out. Alright then, later.